My name is Pedro Medina, 24 years old. I spent 5 years in the United States Marine Corps. As a kid, I always I played a lot of sports. So as a little kid, I always dreamt and wanted to be, like a professional baseball player, something cool, During high school, I was leaning more towards law enforcement and stuff like that. So that obviously kind of changed, and then within the next 5 years after high school, I was in the military.
What made you want to join the military, or the branch that you went into, which was the Marines?
I joined the Marine Corps honestly because I was bored. I was just extremely bored. I wasn't going to go to college. I knew I wasn't going to go to college. I knew I wasn't good for school. I didn't like it too much. So I literally joined because I was bored. I was bored out of my mind. I had nothing to do. I was sitting on my parents' couch, and I decided, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to join the military. And I decided to join the Marine Corps.
Was there anything that helped you make your decision, or was it all on your own?
It was all on my own. I told my parents, I told my mom, I told my dad, and I was like, hey, I'm joining the military. I'm going to join the Marine Corps. I got nothing else to do. So I just joined.
Were you nervous on telling your family?
I wasn't nervous for me. I was nervous for them, really.
Do you remember the first couple of nights at boot camp?
Yeah, I remember them like they happened yesterday.
South Side, get your hand out on me! My name is Joe Sergeant Howard Nichols. Do you understand that? Yes, sir! Do you understand that? Yes, sir! You will become familiar with my naval terminology.
We leave the hotel the night that I'm supposed to get there. We get there, we go through the gates of MCRD San Diego. And the drill instructor gets on. He's wearing a nice tight uniform, looking good. What they call the Smokey the Bear hat, the little drill instructor hat. And he just starts yelling at us. Just like, just literally starts yelling at us like he owns us. Like he starts saying us like he owns us. And he said, like, for the next 3 months we're his, and for the next 4 years, 5 years, whatever it may be, we belong to the Marine Corps.
What was Okinawa, Japan like? What was your experience like there?
It was Japan, so sometimes it was fun. For the most part, actually, it was pretty shitty. There's a lot of restrictions and rules that we have to follow. So, like we couldn't go out into town just by ourselves and enjoy the day. We have to be with at least a group of 3 people. Which is kind of understandable, but then at the same time, it's Japan, what's really going to happen to us there? Working as a police officer, any law enforcement job really is going to be, you're going to see a lot of pretty nasty things. It's going to be pretty hectic for the most part. I saw a lot of accidents, vehicle accidents. People got messed up pretty bad. Dealt with a lot of DUIs, people driving drunk and running into houses. There's one incident that really hit me hard. Was a little kid was hit by a car, and he was about 3 or 4 years old. And when me and my partner got there, we started CPR on the kid, but he was already dead when we got there. So the EMTs got there, and they're like, there's nothing we can do. They continue to do CPR. I think we did CPR in total for a good hour. But, yeah, there's nothing that they were able to do for the kid, so it kind of sucked because he was just playing outside and ran out into the street for a ball.
What was after Okinawa?
After Okinawa, I got sent to a unit on Camp Pendleton. I was there for about June, July, September. It's about 6 months before I got orders to deploy to Afghanistan. What
was deployment like?
It was fun, scary, but fun. On the training and everything like that, on the way over there, everybody knew, the worst scenario would be, one of us doesn't make it back. Stuff fortunately, everybody was able to make it back. But everybody on the way out there, everybody before that, I want to say every single Marine, when they're getting ready to deploy, they know that it's a life and death type situation. You know, sometimes you make it, sometimes you don't. And while I was out there, I was along with some of my buddies and everybody on my team. We were all willing to give up our lives for the Marine to the left or to the right of us.
Would you recommend it to anyone?
Yeah, I mean, it really depends on what you got going on in your life. If you don't plan on going to college for the next 4 years, you know, why not? You know, it's free. You get free health care. You can go to college while you're in, and it's free, and you can go to college when you get out. And they pay you to go to college. You get 3 years of college paid for, plus you get, you know, a monthly allowance while you're going to college. You just got to think about what branch you want to join and seriously give it some thought as to what it is you want to do when you get out, and what it is you want to do while you're in. So it's not an easy choice to make.
So for you, with your experience, how was it overall?